Hi, this is the first of the dream series. Uh, we're gonna talk about my conviction, how the Lord transformed my heart. Okay, so to give a little bit of background about myself, I'm a Christian by birth. My parents have been in the church as long as I can remember. So I've been working in the church since I was a kid. I started with sweeping the benches, cleaning the, sorry, sweeping the floors, cleaning the benches, and being a part of the church since I was like a 2, 3 year old girl. So when I grew up, I was in part of the choir, singing for the Lord, giving Him glory. Then I grew up and I kept growing. When I went to college, I realized that I'm prettier than what I thought I was. So started modeling. I started to do a lot of stuff, dancing, hanging out with a lot of people, going to expensive places, and I thought that was me and that's my life. And I became this person that I'm not supposed to be. Got into a few relationships which did not work out with me. And hey, the point of telling this is not to tell you, look, this is what I am, judge me or whatever. Jesus washed it away and I don't care what it was, because I can't change my past, but I am changing my present, and I'm just putting it out there for you to know that hey, you're not alone. So coming back to the point, I was in this relationship since 2010, and I really thought that I'm gonna get married to this guy. I'm going to quit my job as a law clerk, and I am going to be settled and happy, and life is going to be so great. But that dream like popped in 2014 December, January 2015. So we just stopped talking to each other and everything just went away. So till the time January 2015, I was working at a good law firm, and maybe I would become an associate lawyer there. I don't know. That was going to happen in the future. But I was all set professionally and personally. Things were going great. I was dating somebody who did not know Jesus as his personal savior. When I told my parents that this is the guy that I really like, my parents should have abandoned me. They should have said mean things to me, which they did not. They just told me that you pray and you ask Jesus if he's the right guy for you. Well, this happened in May 2014, and since then I had this burden in my heart that I really need to pray and ask God is he the right guy? And I started praying every day in my heart, but not really doing it. It was just inside my heart, and I wouldn't tell anybody anything. So in September 2014, I believe, I started a 40-day fasting and praying because my church was doing it. So I was like, hey, let's do it for this reason too. I just want to know that is this relationship the right thing for me? Is this job the right thing for me? And if I am in the right direction. So I started this fasting and prayer, and at the end of the 40 days, I did a 3-day continuous fast and prayer just to know what I was going through or what I'm supposed to go through. So I'm not sure before this 40 days period or after this 40 days period. One day at church, when during the worship, when I was playing the keyboard, I blanked out. I first saw the heaven, and I felt like there was drool in my mouth. Like I was so happy that I wanted to go there. And then I saw the hell. Like on one side he showed me heaven, and on the other side he showed me the hell, and he asked me to choose either of them. And hell, believe me, my friends, it is so disgusting that you don't want to go there. Forget about going there. You just don't want to pass by from that area where hell is, because it's so stinky and bad. So I was there. I saw both the things, and he asked me, choose what do you want, and I will give it to you. That scared me, because that's not what I was asking for. I wasn't praying for that. I wasn't trying to ask him, should I go to heaven or hell? Because I only wanted heaven. I mean, who wants hell? So that's the day, I think it was before my 40 days fasting, that drove me to fast for 40 days. And also I want to know the purpose of my life, where I am, what I am doing. So this was my first vision, and I'm talking about broad daylight, morning 10:30 a.m. I'm standing in the church, and this is what I saw. And I was shaking. I was I'm sorry, I get chills. And I I think I shared it with two of my friends who used to help me with, two of my sisters who used to help me with the Sunday school, and I shared it with them because I was shaking so bad that Jesus is coming soon and I need to decide where I want to go. And it just stirred my spirit in such a way that I couldn't think of anything but my answer. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? And since then I started to cry, praying that no matter what I get, irrespective of what I get, I am going to strive hard to reach heaven. So that's the first vision that drove me to it. It had such an impact on me that on December 31st night we made it into a play and we did it in church. So you can imagine the kind of the way it drove me, because nobody would ask you this question, only God can. And it was a straight up conviction, because when I saw that, I knew where I wanted to go, and I was like, that's it, dude. Jennifer, you need to get your path straight. Straighten yourself up, sweep away every dirty thing, go shower in your spirit, and become clean in the sight of the Lord. And it so happened that by December, when my sister got married, there was some joy in my house, but I was going through a personal low. I got a lot of rejection. My relationship fell apart, and I lost my job, and none of these things happened on a good note. So it was a little rough, a lot more rough than I could handle, and these things broke me, but these things made me realize that there is a rock bottom where Jennifer as a human becomes zero, and that's where I had to stand. And the moment I reached that place, I was able to distinguish between God's child Jennifer and Jennifer as human. So that is something that drove me. So I'm just putting this out there so you know. So this is the start. This is the start place where everything started for me. And I'm sure there are a lot of visions and dreams that you've been seeing, but you're not able to understand what they are, or maybe you're too busy with your school, with work and other things. I would request you, if you have ever had dreams and visions that you do not understand and they seem silly, please write them down. Speak to somebody in the church who are spiritually awake and who know that there is a spiritual warfare happening around us, and who tries to explain things to you. Go and meet them so they can explain and tell you what it is. And if you do not have access to any human being, any spiritually awake leaders, I would suggest just open the Bible and start praying. Ask him, you showed me this dream, so now explain it to me what this is. Because if you don't explain, I have no way to find out what it is. So I am just this is a very good journey, and I'm so excited to share with you the rest of the story. But that's all for now. In this video I am going to make another one and put other things there. God bless you and have a great day. Bye.